After 18 rounds, it all comes down to this. Daniil Kvyat versus Nico Rosberg versus Lewis Hamilton. 7 points is the gap that separates first and third. So any one of us three drivers can win it. Lewis Hamilton, he has 8 wins in this season. We have 5, whereas Nico Rosberg only has 3. So if we get the same amount of points as Nico Rosberg, we will beat him in the Drivers' World Championship. But if we get the same amount of points as Lewis Hamilton after this race, Lewis Hamilton will beat us because he has more wins. But let's find out who's going to win this Drivers' World Championship as we head over to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
Welcome to Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates, where the temperatures and humidity are high and conditions will be tough for the drivers. It's been a long year, but a really exciting one for the fans, the drivers, and of course the teams. What are we expecting from today's practice session?
With the Drivers' Championship still to be decided, the drivers still in the hunt will be pushing hard. But for the other teams, there's still much to fight for in terms of points in the Constructors' battle. The drivers don't really need any extra motivation, especially as quite a few of them are racing for their future.
How important is it for mechanics to keep their cool this weekend? Not just the drivers. Imagine working on those cars this weekend.
Remember, once these cars are done being worked on tonight, there'll be the race cars come Sunday as well. So the preparations the mechanics are doing now are paramount.
Practice for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and as you just saw then, the gap between the three of us is so close at the moment that literally any one of us three could win the Drivers' World Championship at this race. But last man Brazil, just going to give you a couple of seconds just to pause this video and go check out that one if you haven't already seen it. Okay, so last man Brazil, we had a fairly decent start. We lost the position to Lewis Hamilton at the beginning, managed to get that back in. Then we had a collision with Lewis Hamilton. He got caught up with everyone else and went to the back of the grid. Then managed to come back and finish in 4th. So that's how we got above him on points. We finished in 2nd, unfortunately, after a pit stop that didn't really work out and allowed Nico Rosberg to get ahead of us, and unfortunately we couldn't overtake him towards the end of the race. So he got the win, and that allowed him to catch up the gap to 6 points. But this time out in Abu Dhabi, I think we've got a really good chance. We really do like this day into night race, so hopefully we can get a win here and win the Drivers' World Championship. Nothing happened in practice, so let's head over to the practice results and straight into qualifying.
This has been a most impressive performance from the young Russian driver Daniil Kvyat. He's P1 in today's practice session. It's Saturday afternoon here at Marina, where the drivers are about to embark on a challenging qualifying session, ready for tomorrow's Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Qualifying should provide a great deal of excitement for the fans here and back at home. With the championship title still not decided, it could all depend on the next few minutes and who gets the upper hand.
It's back to 25 points for the win this year, and I'm looking forward to seeing who is going to get the early advantage by taking that coveted pole position.
Here we go then, qualifying time for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. As you can see on screen right now, we are into the 3rd part of qualifying. Let's have a look at the laps that we did manage to put in our qualifying session as we come around the final couple of corners to set our 2nd flying lap here in qualifying. Our first one was a 1:44, but I believe it got invalidated as we come across the line, and it is a 1:42.9. Good enough only for 3rd position at the moment. Both Mercedes are ahead of us, so we would definitely want to try and beat them and to maximise our opportunity of beating them in the race. But we've also got to watch out for the Ferraris behind us. We're coming around the final corner now to set our 3rd flying lap here, and it is a 1:42.7. An improvement, but still not good enough to beat both Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. We're fastest through the 3rd sector, but we need to improve our times in sector 1 and 2. So here we go, coming round the last couple of corners to set our final lap here in qualifying. We just went underneath the hotel, now in towards the penultimate corner. Now, is it a good time? Is it an improvement? We're just going to have to wait and see as we come around the final corner. We've got a driver ahead of us. I believe that is Pastor Maldonado, but we're going to come across the line. Is it an improvement? Yes, it is. It's enough for pole position here at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix with a 1:41.9, and we have got pole position for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
It's been a day to remember for the Russian driver Daniil Kvyat, whose impressive track performance has given him the fastest lap of the day. It means now he starts on pole for tomorrow's race.
Well, it's going to be an interesting race towards the first corner tomorrow, because whoever leads into turn 2 will be in a very strong position to go on and win.
So there we go, pole position in the final Grand Prix of the season. I believe that is our 11th pole position this season, so we've definitely got the pole position trophy. Lewis Hamilton will line up next to us in second with Nico Rosberg directly behind us. Both Mercedes with a fantastic qualifying to try and get the World Championship today. Kimi Raikkonen, he will start the race in fourth with his teammate Sebastian Vettel in fifth. Then it's Felipe Massa in sixth with our teammate Daniil Ricciardo starting the race in seventh. Felipe Nasr starts the race in eighth with Pastor Maldonado in ninth. And Valtteri Bottas starts the race in 10th, but he got disqualified from this session. Not too sure what happened to him there, but he starts the race in 10th. So, without any further ado, let's find out who is going to be crowned World Champion of this 2015 career mode as we head over to the race for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
The race here at the Yas Marina circuit will be starting shortly. With the fading lights, strong spotlights will take over, making the Abu Dhabi track a unique racing experience. He's riding high after yesterday's incredible qualifying performance. You wouldn't bet against him continuing his run. The impressive Kvyat starts in P1.
He's definitely going to be difficult to beat today, but anything can happen, so we'll have to keep a close eye on how this unfolds over the course of the race.
This is going to be the 28th time that a Drivers' World Championship will have been decided on the very last race of the season. It's been a thrilling year, so who's going to end it this weekend by being crowned World Champion?
They'll just be glad that the waiting is over and that they can get on with the actual racing. This is the moment they've been waiting for, and soon one of them will walk away as champion.
It's race day. It's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Starting first on the grid as we try and win our first World Championship. Let's have a look at the race strategy for today's race. It's going to be a three-stop strategy, pitting for the options, then the options again, and then finally the primes of this 55-lap race. Are we going to win the World Championship today? Only time will tell as we start the race. The lights come on now. It's 5 lights. And away we go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Looks like we've got off to an awful start once again as Lewis Hamilton, he takes the lead of the race and of the World Championship, as well as Nico Rosberg. He goes up into second, up the inside, but can we try and hold it around the outside in towards turn 2 and then get the inside line in towards turn 3? No, we don't. We drift out wide into turn 2, and now Kimi Raikkonen has gone round the outside into turn 3. Sebastian Vettel looking for a move as well. He's going to be on our inside as we go into the chicane. Now we're pinned by the two Ferraris as we go round the outside of Sebastian Vettel, and then we get the inside line into the next part. Looks like Felipe Massa has followed us through Sebastian Vettel as he goes up into 5th position. We now got Kimi Raikkonen ahead of us. He separates us from the two Mercedes drivers. We're going to need a good drive now to try and get back at Kimi Raikkonen, Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton, but for now we have a Williams right outside tail. It's Felipe Massa who goes for a move up the left. Looks like he's made it stick to Sebastian Vettel, trying the move on our right hand side at the same time, but under braking so much better, and then up the inside of Felipe Massa to go back up into 4th position. Looks like Felipe Massa having a little bit of a battle with Sebastian Vettel behind. Will Sebastian Vettel be able to go for the overtake? Yes, he has. Sebastian Vettel up into 5th position for the time being. Now we've got away from those two drivers just a little bit. We can try and challenge with Kimi Raikkonen and the two Mercedes up ahead as we cut ahead to the start of lap 3. DRS is now enabled as we come through turn 3 now. Very nice and tidy through there, under braking into the chicane. Can we have a good braking zone on Kimi Raikkonen? Look like we have, and now we're right on the back of Kimi Raikkonen going in towards the hairpin and then into the first DRS zone as we're taking a wider line, then cutting back, but looks like we've gone a little bit too wide. That's allowed Sebastian Vettel just to get his nose in there ever so slightly. He's going to be on our tail. He's going to probably try and move as well as we go down this first DRS zone. He's got the slipstream on us. Have we got enough pace to try and get past Kimi Raikkonen? Doesn't look like it is. He's going for a move on Nico Rosberg ahead of us. Sebastian Vettel tried to move up the inside of us, but thought better of it. And now we've gone up the inside of Nico Rosberg. We're up into 3rd position. Nico Rosberg losing 2 positions in 1 corner, so not a very good corner for him. But good news for us is we're now above one of our championship rivals and up into 3rd position. But we need to get past Kimi Raikkonen, and we definitely need to beat Lewis Hamilton, because at the moment he would be crowned world champion if we do not get past him. As we go up the inside of Kimi Raikkonen, we are up into 2nd place, but that still doesn't help us in the championship as we are still in 2nd place because of the race win situation. Lewis Hamilton still a little bit down the road, so we're going to have to try and put in some good laps to try and catch him up as we cut ahead to the end of lap 3. What is the gap to Lewis Hamilton? It's a 2.7 second gap to Lewis Hamilton. Now can we try and catch it up as we go through the next couple of laps? What is it now? It's a 2.2 second gap, so he's losing 0.5 per second per lap to us, and now we come across the line again. We've set in the fastest lap of the race so far, and he's lost another 0.5 on us as we go through we go across the start finish line. Looks like Nico Rosberg has dropped off ever so slightly, setting another fastest lap. And now Lewis Hamilton is within a second, so hopefully we will get DRS on him in the next lap. Doesn't look like we have, and then the gap now is 7 tenths. So we are right to the tail as Lewis Hamilton as we try and challenge for the lead of this race. As we come across the DRS line, we have got the DRS, but looks like we haven't got it. We're not close enough to take advantage of it. As look at him, he's just getting away, and he's got probably definitely over a second ahead of us. But under braking in towards this first chicane, so much better than Lewis Hamilton as we're going to try and get closer. But now we come through the final couple of corners of lap 13, and looks like we're coming into the pits for our first time this lap. We've dropped off ever so slightly from Lewis Hamilton because we did have to put it down into lean mix because we were on rich while we were catching him up. But unfortunately, we were so down on fuel that we had to put it back down into lean. But now we've held up Lewis Hamilton ever so slightly with that pit, and now he's got away. But now Sebastian Vettel has held us up, unfortunately. So we're still a 2.3 second stop. But we also got held up because he was coming into the pits as well. But I don't think we got held up as much as Lewis did, so that brought us up to him ever so slightly. As we come out of the pit lane now, this very nice, very unique under the track pit lane here in Abu Dhabi. Nico Rosberg looks like he's got past us as we bang onto the wall there. Nico Rosberg has already pitted in this race, so he is up into 3rd position. We're down into 4th, but we have managed to come out ahead of Kimi Räikkönen. Now we need to try to get past Nico Rosberg as soon as possible so we can try and catch up to Lewis Hamilton once more. As we go round this left-hander in towards the hairpin, and it looks like Nico Rosberg has had a fairly good drive, but looks like we've had a good drive out that corner as well. So hopefully we can use the DRS to our advantage and try and get past in the braking zone in towards this next chicane. Looks like we're gaining on him ever so slightly down this straight, but looks like it's not going to be enough. But will it be enough under braking? Yes, it is. Going up the inside, he gives us the room, and we are back up into P3. Up next for us on track is Lewis Hamilton, and then I believe our teammate Daniil is doing a very good job of holding him up at the moment. But looks like Nico Rosberg, he will get DRS now, or will he be able to come back us into this next chicane? Looks like he's going up the inside. Will we be able to hold him off? Not too sure. Yes, we do. Round the outside, so much better under braking, and we are back up into 3rd position. Daniil doing a fantastic job at the moment of holding up Lewis Hamilton as much as possible, and it's allowing us to gain on him so much. Cutting that corner ever so slightly, but the game not giving us a warning. Very lucky for that. But now Nico Rosberg not too far behind us as we come across the line. We set the fastest lap, but Nico Rosberg also setting the fastest lap of the race. It looks like it's definitely going to be a three-way battle towards the end of this race as we try and catch up to Lewis Hamilton. It's lap 16 now. Nico Rosberg goes up the inside, but we're so much better under braking that we just managed to get straight back past him. Looks like we're definitely catching up to Lewis Hamilton now as we're on lap 16. We're in P2 at the moment. He's not too far up ahead, but we haven't got DRS on him at the moment. So we've got Nico Rosberg behind us in the slipstream using the DRS. He's moved to the right. He's going to try and move around the outside into the first part of the chicane, but he doesn't make it stick. So we brake much later than him and get back up into 2nd place. Lewis Hamilton not too far down the road now. Looks like we caught up to him under that braking zone as well, as the sun is setting here in Abu Dhabi. Soon the floodlights will be coming on and it will be night time here. As we're on lap 19 now, setting the fastest lap of the race once again. Looks like Nico Rosberg hasn't followed that this time. He is 1 second behind us, so we're coming around the DRS zone. We've got DRS on Lewis Hamilton now, so we are within a second as we're going to put it up. And under braking, can we catch him up here? Yes, we can. So much better under braking compared to Lewis Hamilton. Put us right on his gearbox through the right left-hander. And here we go, coming in towards his left hand. Looks like it isn't enough to put us right on his tail and maybe go for an overtake. So we might have to wait until the next DRS zone. But we put it down into standard mix because we are very, very low on fuel at the moment. So here we go, coming into the hotel section. Lewis Hamilton just ahead of us, but now we cut ahead to lap 20. Looks like Lewis Hamilton has got away ever so slightly because we put it down into standard mix. But now we're right back on his tail under braking in towards that chicane once again. We should get DRS on him once again as we exit and come through this second DRS zone. Yes, we do. We've got DRS on Lewis Hamilton as we run down this DRS zone. Nico Rosberg not too far behind us. He's probably about 2 seconds behind. He's just waiting for an opportunity as well, as we are now right behind Lewis Hamilton. Will we try and move in towards the next couple of corners? We held back a little bit to get a good drive out of that corner. Now go up the inside in towards this next one. Lewis Hamilton gives us the room. We are up into the lead of this race and of the Drivers' World Championship. But there is still 35 laps to go of this Grand Prix, and absolutely anything can happen as we come in towards this right-hander to once again go underneath the hotel section. Now cutting ahead to lap 22, we have Lewis Hamilton right on our tail. It looks like Nico Rosberg isn't too far behind as well. Will he be able to go for an overtake as well? Looks like we're going to lose 2 positions in one straight. So we are down into 3rd position, but now we need to try and do much better under braking, which we are, to try and get a double overtake here in Abu Dhabi. Yes, we have. We're back up into the lead of this Grand Prix, but Lewis Hamilton still there on the right-hand side, but he just doesn't have the drive out of that corner. He will have the straight line speed. So will Nico Rosberg, as they both get DRS on us. Lewis Hamilton goes to the right. Nico Rosberg also goes to the right, and now we're going to have to try and move up the inside in towards this next chicane once more, which we do under braking, going side by side with Lewis Hamilton, but he gives us the room, and now we are back up into the lead. We have a back marker of Roberto Merhi up ahead, so hopefully we can get past him, and he can hold up both Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg for the time being. As we cut ahead to lap 22, Lewis Hamilton once again going for a move on our left-hand side. Nico Rosberg in our mirrors just looks like he's a little bit too far behind, but he is going to try and move up the inside. Now we're going to go 3 wide in towards this next chicane. Looks like it didn't really work as Nico Rosberg braked a lot earlier, so we're going side by side just with Lewis Hamilton. And now both the Mercedes drivers are going side by side behind us as we try and get away. We're going to get the they're going to get the DRS on us, sorry, as they go either side of us. They go for the overtake either side, both Mercedes, and now they are up into the lead of this Grand Prix. Nico Rosberg takes the lead of the Grand Prix and of the championship, but we managed to get that back really, really quickly as we are back up into the lead. So a big battle going on between me and the 2 Mercedes as we try and get the Drivers' World Championship here in Abu Dhabi. It literally can be anyone's title at the moment. No one is on the back foot for the time being, as there is still a long way to go in this race. So cutting ahead to lap 23, and we have Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg right on our tail once again. Nico Rosberg, he's taking the lead of the Grand Prix as Lewis Hamilton goes for the move on our right-hand side. Now he is up into the lead. Can we get a much better braking on both these drivers? Looks like we're a little bit too far behind, but will Nico Rosberg give us the room? Yes, he does, and we go back up into the lead after Nico Rosberg gives us the room there. Now the 2 Mercedes going side by side once again. Looks like we've had a very good drive out of that corner, but they are going to come back at us down this straight. They've both got DRS, both going on the right-hand side, and now they are both up into P1 and P2. We're down into P3, but under braking so much later. Will we get the move on Lewis Hamilton? Yes, we do. He only just gives us the room there. We're very lucky for him to give us the room. It didn't look like he was going to do it, but luckily he did, as it is now turning into nighttime, and the floodlights are definitely on here in Abu Dhabi. But we are up into the lead on lap 23. Cutting ahead to the midway stage of lap 24, we have both Mercedes drivers right on our tail, and it looks like we have a Ferrari as well who has also caught up to this train. So it looks like it's going to be a 4-way battle for the race win at the moment. Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg go for the overtake, but under braking so much better, and we are now back up into the lead of this Grand Prix. Both the drivers going side by side at the moment. Looks like there was a little bit of argy-bargy going on between both Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton as they're constantly switching places at the moment as they go side by side through this next section. And now we cut ahead to the end of lap 26. I believe this is our second scheduled pit stop. Yes, it is. Here we go, coming into the pits for the second time this race. Hopefully we can have a good pit stop from the Red Bull boys to try and put us out in front of both Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg, who has already pitted. Lewis Hamilton, he's pitting this lap, but he is 1 second behind us. We've come into the pits. It's a 2.3 second stop. Looks like we've been held up by the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel, and Lewis Hamilton has managed to get out ahead of us, so that is unfortunate news for us. Has Nico Rosberg got past us as well though? As we're coming out of the pit lane underneath the track now, right behind Lewis Hamilton. We're going to be right behind him as we exit onto the track now. Not sure if Nico Rosberg has got back out in front of us. I believe he has though. I think that's him just up ahead. As we exit onto turn 3, and now we're going to try and move maybe up the inside in towards this next chicane on Lewis Hamilton. Yes, we do under braking, going side by side into this next section. We've given the room on the inside this time, but now we're going to have the inside line in towards the hairpin. Can we stick it though? As we go down into first gear, try and get a good drive out of that corner. Looks like Lewis Hamilton lets us go ever so slightly, but now he's going to come back at us with that straight line speed. We put it up into rich mix to try and catch up to Nico Rosberg, but now we cut ahead to the start of lap 28. We've set the fastest third sector as we come around turn 1. Nico Rosberg, he is 2 seconds ahead of us as we got through some of the drivers who are pitting there, but now we're right on the tail of Nico Rosberg on lap 30. Under braking so much better there, and now we can try and go for an overtake down this second DRS straight. Nice drive out of the corner, losing it ever so slightly, but still right in this gearbox. We're going to get the DRS. Are we going to be a lot faster than Nico Rosberg as we go down in towards this next chicane? Just going to have to wait and see as we put it down into lean mix, go for the overtake up the inside, and we are back up into the lead of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. No, wait, Nico Rosberg, he's still there on our right-hand side, but now he gives us the room, and we are back up into the lead of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The sun has set here now in Abu Dhabi. We've got Nico Rosberg right on our tail as he follows us through this right-hander, but now we're going to cut ahead to lap 31, losing the back end ever so slightly on the exit of that hairpin. Nico Rosberg gone for the move on the right-hand side. Lewis Hamilton going for the move on our left-hand side. We're down into P3 once again, so we're going to need good braking to try and get past both of them into this next corner. Are we going to make it stick? Yes, we are. Nico Rosberg giving us the room very late, but luckily we managed to get back up into the lead of the Grand Prix. But for the time being, as we still only have 24 laps remaining in this race. So still a long way to go, and it literally could be anyone's race. Not too sure who's going to win it yet. It's Lewis Hamilton, he gets past on the right. So, Nico Rosberg couldn't quite make it on the right-hand side, but now we go up the inside of Lewis Hamilton once again to retake the lead here in Abu Dhabi. So coming through this left-hander, we have Lewis Hamilton. He's in second place at the moment with Nico Rosberg in third. And now we have a Felipe Nasr ahead of us as Lewis Hamilton goes for a move on our left-hand side. Nico Rosberg, he's a little bit behind us. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to go for a move as we go up the inside of Lewis Hamilton, getting very close to his wheels there. We nearly went into the back of him, but luckily managed to swerve out of his way. And now we've got the back marker of Felipe Nasr right behind us. Hopefully Lewis Hamilton or Nico Rosberg don't go for an overtake where he is. They do go to the right-hand side. No, they don't. They're switching back to the left-hand side. Now he's switching to the right-hand side. Tries the dummy move, but it's not enough to go round the outside. As we're under braking, we still manage to stay in first position. Lap 32 here, so it's still a long way to go in this race. And it looks like we're having a very big battle with both Mercedes drivers. If we have a look at replay, let's just see what happened. It looks like there was a collision between Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg there. It wasn't enough for him to go down too many places, but Nico Rosberg going up the inside, following us through. And there's just a little touch on Lewis Hamilton's right rear wheel, and unfortunately that puts Nico Rosberg back past Felipe Nasr, the back marker, but luckily he doesn't lose him position to the two Ferraris. And now we've got Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton right on our tail once again on lap 33. Lewis Hamilton goes around the outside in towards this next corner. Looks like he's made it stick, so now he is into the lead of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We're going side by side with Nico Rosberg, cutting that corner ever so slightly. And now we have managed to make the move stick, and we are back up into P2. But now we need to try and catch up to Lewis Hamilton as we put it up into rich mix as we try and catch him up. It looks like he's got away quite a bit after that battle with Nico Rosberg, but now we caught up to him on lap 35. We're right on Lewis Hamilton's tail as we're going through this next section of corners in towards the hairpin, trying to move up the inside. Maybe he gives us the room. Looks like we've done it, but no, better drive out the corner from Lewis Hamilton, puts him back up into the lead, losing the back end ever so slightly, nearly put us into the wall on the right-hand side, but luckily it didn't. Now we've got DRS on Lewis Hamilton to try and move up the inside in towards the chicane. That straight line speed of the Mercedes is just making it so much more difficult for us to overtake using the DRS, but now we're going up the inside in towards this first chicane. We are back up into the lead, but Lewis Hamilton, he should be coming back at us down this second DRS zone. He is quite a bit behind us, but he's got very good straight line speed in that Mercedes. Now we put it down into lead mix, but we are on plus 0.32 fuel for the time being. But now Lewis Hamilton, he goes up into the lead of the Grand Prix. But under braking, so much better, and we are now back up into the lead. So a big battle going on between me and Lewis Hamilton at the moment. Nico Rosberg, he might be trying to join in on the battle anytime soon. We have put it down into lead mix, so there is a good chance that he will be trying to join in on the battle. We've got Fernando Alonso ahead of us just a little bit. Lewis Hamilton with the DRS, he's gone past us. We've got DRS as well on Fernando Alonso, but it's not enough to defend against the two Mercedes. We go right behind Fernando Alonso, locking up, and how we didn't hit Fernando Alonso, I'm not sure there. As we're going side by side with Lewis Hamilton, will he give us the room? Yes, he does. We've gone back up into the lead. How we didn't collide with Fernando Alonso there, I'm not too sure, but let's have a look at a replay of what happened. Locking up, nearly going into the back of Fernando Alonso. Nico Rosberg nearly goes into the back of Fernando Alonso as well, and then going side by side on the exit of the chicane, and we managed to get a pass on Lewis Hamilton. But now we're going side by side with Lewis Hamilton. Both the Mercedes drivers going side by side in towards the next chicane. Under braking, we're going free wide into the chicane. Who's going to come out on top there? Free ride with the championship rivals. There's a bit of argy-bargy going on between the three of us. Not too sure. Looks like someone's come out the worst. It looks like Nico Rosberg has come out badly from that, and unfortunately he's lost a position to both Ferraris. Let's have a look at a replay. So going free wide in towards the chicane with the championship rivals here. And it looks like Nico Rosberg just gets pinned on Lewis Hamilton's right rear wheel. And then there was a collision between the Ferrari and the Mercedes where Nico Rosberg just got thrown up into the air as the Ferrari went underneath Nico Rosberg right there. Look at that. But then he sort of helped him out, I suppose, as Nico Rosberg is now facing the right way. So let's have a look at on board from Nico Rosberg. He goes round the outside. We all get pinned together. Lewis Hamilton's wheel hits him. And then there's a big barge from the Ferrari. But luckily that puts him facing the right way. Here we go then on board with Lewis Hamilton. He's the one in the middle. He just gets pinned. I believe that was kind of our fault as we did go too deep into the corner, unfortunately, and everyone just got pinned up. But now on board with the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel. Let's have a look. So there goes Nico Rosberg spinning, and Sebastian Vettel just drives underneath him. Luckily, no damage for either driver. But that was very, very close between the three of us, and any one of us could have come out worse there. Unfortunately for us, it was Nico Rosberg and not us. But now we need to try and get past Lewis Hamilton as we go in towards the next couple of corners. Going up the inside of him once again, we've got back up into first position on lap 37 now, as we put it down into lean mixed fuel. coming round in towards the hotel section now. Now we're going into the hairpin on lap 39. Lewis Hamilton still right on our tail. Nico Rosberg hasn't managed to get past either Ferrari, but getting caught on the curbs there has managed to lose us the back end. That's going to affect us in our straight line speed, as Lewis Hamilton goes for a move up the left-hand side. He's back up into the lead of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, but now under braking so much better than Lewis Hamilton there. As we're having a look on board with Sergio Perez, and looks like he's had an engine blowout, and that is the end of his race. Unfortunately, he will not make it to the end of the race, but now we're cutting ahead to the end of lap 39. We're on board with ourselves going into the pit lane now for our final pit stop in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. 15 laps left to go. Can we win the World Championship? It's very tight between both me, Lewis Hamilton, and it was tight with Nico Rosberg, but it looks like he's dropped off quite a bit as we now got all three of our pit garages out. Will we get held up once again? Yes, we do, by both Ferraris this time. For some reason, they have decided to stack both of their drivers. That's going to mean that Sebastian Vettel is going to lose so much time because Kimi Raikkonen was served first. But now Lewis Hamilton, he's a little bit ahead of us, so we're going to have to try and overtake him in towards the next couple of corners. But he gives us the room outside, or coming out the pit lane, and I've never seen that before. An overtake coming out of the pit lane. That is a fantastic move. Lewis Hamilton gave us the room, and we took it, and we went up into the inside, and now we are back up for now into the lead of this Grand Prix, because Valtteri Bottas will still need to pit again. But either way, we are ahead of both of our championship rivals. As we cut ahead to lap 40, we have Lewis Hamilton right on our tail. Looks like we might have another Mercedes behind him. Yes, we do. Nico Rosberg on our right-hand side now, going side by side. We hit Lewis Hamilton, puts us into a spin, and then hit him again, luckily managing to face us the right way. But, oh my God, that was so close there to being the end of our race. Whew. But now we are right behind Lewis Hamilton for second place. Let's have a look at a replay. Going sideways there, then luckily hitting both Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton to face us the right way. Otherwise, that would have been the end of the race. Looking on board with Nico Rosberg facing the wrong way, and then luckily not spinning too much. But Nico Rosberg, he's in third position of this race after Valtteri Bottas has pitted. And now Lewis Hamilton, he's in the lead of the Grand Prix. We're down in second as we go around the hairpin, following Lewis Hamilton, trying a very nice line through there. Hopefully we can get a good drive out of this corner and try and go for the overtake in towards the next chicane, because we do need to beat Lewis Hamilton. We can allow Nico Rosberg to win the race. No, we can't allow Nico Rosberg to win the race, because he has a 6-point gap. So neither one of these drivers can win the race and us come second. We have to beat them on the track. As we come into the chicane, we've got Fernando Alonso once again ahead of us. He caused a bit of controversy earlier on in the race, but we nearly locked up and went into the back of him. But luckily, nothing happened there, as we now have Lewis Hamilton right behind us. Blue flags once again for Fernando Alonso. Is he going to come into the way of us once again as we go up the inside of Fernando Alonso? He turned in there, but luckily he saw us very late going up the inside, and luckily we managed to get the move done on there. But he was very close once again with Fernando Alonso as Lewis Hamilton goes up the right-hand side of us and Nico Rosberg. So we are back down into third position, but under braking, as per usual, so much better than the two Mercedes drivers, and we are now back up into the lead of this Grand Prix. Lap 43. Just 12 laps left to go in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. 12 laps left to go until we find out who is crowned the Drivers' World Championship, as Lewis Hamilton goes for a move on the right-hand side. Will Nico Rosberg follow him? Yes, he does, but under braking, so much better, and now we're back up into the lead of the Grand Prix. We have Max Verstappen, the back marker, just ahead of us, so hopefully we can get past him as soon as possible. But now we cut ahead to lap 44. Once again, just batting with both Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton every single lap, as they both got past us, but now under braking, going up the inside, and now we are back up into the lead. No, we're not. Lewis Hamilton still on the right-hand side, going side by side with him, and now we're going side by side still with Lewis Hamilton. Who will get DRS at the moment? Looks like he's got DRS on us, and much faster with that Mercedes power. Nico Rosberg, he also goes for the overtake, and now we're going to go up the inside of both drivers to get back up into the lead of the Grand Prix. So it's very close at the moment between all three of us, but luckily we're very good under braking into that corner, and then they just can't get past us in towards this technical section. So hopefully on lap 55, if they do get past us here, then we are kind of screwed, and they will probably go on to win the race. But now we're coming into this hotel section. Looks like we've locked up. That's Lewis Hamilton on our right-hand side. He's going to try and move around the outside. Doesn't look like he's made it stick, but he is still very much there on our right-hand side. So, cutting ahead to lap 45. 1 lap later, Lewis Hamilton going for a move on our left-hand side. Once again, we bang his rear right wheel there. Very lucky not to have a proper collision with him, not get any damage, but now going up the inside once again to get past both of these drivers. Looks like they're going side by side out of the chicane. Looks like there's nothing too much going on between them, but they have dropped off ever so slightly. But now with the slipstream, will they go for a move on our left-hand side? No, we switch back to the left-hand side of the track, and now they're going for a move on the right-hand side. But only Nico Rosberg, he's the only one who managed to get past us there, but now we've gone back up the inside. Looks like both drivers going side by side once again. Who's going to come out on top between both of them this time? Still going side by side as they exit that corner, but now we cut ahead to lap 46 now as we come round in towards the hairpin once again. Now we're on board with Marcus Ericsson. He's got the back marker of a manor behind him. Not too sure which one it is. It's Roberto Merri as he drives into the back of him. Not too sure really what happened there. Roberto Merri didn't really move over. Just Marcus Ericsson drove straight into the back of him. But now we have to be aware of Marcus Ericsson, who will be driving really, really slowly because he has not got a front wing. As both Mercedes drivers go back past us. Now we go up the inside of both of them. They're going side by side on the exit of the chicane. Looks like they've both been caught on each other. That's allowed us to get a little bit of a gap to both of the Mercedes drivers. And it's allowed Sebastian Vettel to overtake both of them. And let's have a look at a replay of what happened between both of them. It looks like Lewis Hamilton's rear left tyre got caught on Nico Rosberg's front right tyre. And they just got pinned together. And that allowed the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel to go round the right-hand side. So a very nice move there from Sebastian Vettel. Very opportunistic to get that move done. Nico Rosberg, he's up into third as Marcus Ericsson nearly drives in front of us there. And looks like he's holding up the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel. As there's been a yellow flag wave. Let's have a look at what happened there. Looks like the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel just clipped him ever so slightly and sent Marcus Ericsson into a massive spin on the exit of that fast right-hand corner. But now we've got Sebastian Vettel right to our tail on lap 46. The green flag is out, so we are racing again. That means Sebastian Vettel can now overtake me. But now we're coming down the start-finish straight. Will Sebastian Vettel be able to go for the overtake? I'm not too sure. He is right on our tail, so he does have a good chance. And the Ferrari is really fast in a straight line at this track. Now he's going to try and move around the outside of turn 1. Doesn't make it stick, but we've gone very bad on the curbs there, shaking the wheel, but luckily he didn't get a move done there. So we're now on lap 47. We've got the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel going for a move on our left-hand side. Nico Rosberg, he's in third at the moment, but he's a little bit further down the road, but he's catching so much in the slipstream of us. He's right at our tail as we brake for that corner, but now we go up the inside of Sebastian Vettel in towards the chicane, and now we are back up into the lead of this Grand Prix. Hopefully Sebastian Vettel can defend from both Mercedes drivers. We would prefer Sebastian Vettel to win the race other than anyone. Well, other than even Mercedes, that is, because he is not challenging us for the championship. As looks like we're down into fourth position ever so slightly, but now we go back up the inside of Nico Rosberg. Not quite up the inside of Sebastian Vettel, going side by side with Nico Rosberg in that chicane, but managing to get the better of him to stay in P2. But now Sebastian Vettel, he's taking the lead of the Grand Prix. We need to try and get back at him if we want to get the race win here in Abu Dhabi. So we get the DRS on Sebastian Vettel. We're right on his tail on lap 48. Will we go for a move up the inside in towards the braking zone of the chicane? Looks like we do. Under braking, so much better than Sebastian Vettel. We're up into the lead of this Grand Prix once again. Roberto Merri, the back marker, he's only just ahead of us now as we try and get past him in the next couple of corners. Hopefully he can hold up the other two drivers, but it's lap 53 now. 2 laps left to go in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton, he goes for a move on our left-hand side. Nico Rosberg goes for a move on our right-hand side. We're down into third position. Now we go back up the inside of both drivers to get back up into the lead of this Grand Prix. We have both of them right behind us. They're going side by side down in towards that second part of the chicane. Still going side by side now. They will both have slipstream on us as we exit this straight. They're going either side of us in towards the next corner. Going side by side once again. Are we going to try 3 wide once again? Yes, we do. 3 wide with the Mercedes drivers into the chicane. Didn't work last time. Looks like there was a collision between both Mercedes. Looks like someone's gone spinning. It's Nico Rosberg again. Nico Rosberg has gone spinning in this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix with only 2 laps to go. That's surely ruined his race on board with Lewis Hamilton now. Let's have a look at what happened. So they just get pinned, the 2 Mercedes. Not sure if there was collision with us this time. Hopefully we get a replay of that. Here we go. On board with Nico Rosberg. Looks like he gets caught with the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. There was no contact with us there, so we had a very good line through that corner. And unfortunately, Nico Rosberg got stuck. Then he hits the wall, and he's behind both Ferraris and now the Williams of Valtteri Bottas, who has joined this pack. Let's have a look at what happened on board with Sebastian Vettel. So the 2 drivers just go side by side. Unfortunately, Nico Rosberg loses out. Sebastian Vettel is now up into 3rd place as we now have Lewis Hamilton going for a move up the inside. He's up into the lead of this Grand Prix on lap 53 as we try and move up the inside in towards the hotel section. Looks like we made it stick, but he's still there on our left-hand side. He'll get the inside line in towards this next corner. We're just going to have to settle for the outside line for now. He gets the inside line once again as we're still going side by side with Lewis Hamilton. He barges us ever so slightly. We've gone into the wall. Luckily, have not got any damage, but we have had a collision with Lewis Hamilton, and he is now into the lead of this Grand Prix. We need to get back past him as soon as possible, as there are now 2 laps left to go of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Can we get back in? We're just going to have to wait and see for that. He is 7 tenths of a second, 7 tenths ahead of us, so we really need to try and catch him up as we put it up into Rich Mix. Going up into the turn 2 now. Very nice through turn 2 and turn 3. Lewis Hamilton, he's still ahead of us as we come in towards this very tricky chicane section. Much better under braking as we lock up ever so slightly. He's kind of drifted into that corner. Very harsh on the tyres. We come in towards the hairpin, taking a nice wide line to try and cut back and get a good drive out of that corner. Maybe not the best exit as we lose the back end ever so slightly. We also have the Ferrari of Sebastian Vettel right behind us, so he might try and move in towards this DRS zone, but looks like he's not close enough as we're catching up to Lewis Hamilton with the DRS. Under braking now, how much can we catch up here? So much as we now put ourselves right on the tail of Lewis Hamilton coming in towards that chicane, cutting the corner ever so slightly, but losing so much time because we lost the back end. And now we lost the back end once again. Now down the second DRS zone, getting DRS open now, and now trying to challenge with Lewis Hamilton in towards this next chicane. Can we get past him here? Under braking on Lewis Hamilton. Looks like we're not close enough to try and move, but now we're right behind him in towards the chicane once again. Can we try the similar sort of move that we have done him this race? No, we can't. He's still defending very well. Lewis Hamilton remains in first position and at the moment the world champion. Coming in towards the next section, the hotel section. There's a yellow flag at the moment. That means we can't overtake Lewis Hamilton, but we need the green. There's the green flag. No, yep, there we go. There's the green flag on our screen, so we can overtake Lewis Hamilton now. We want green flag. No, there's a yellow flag now. Will there be a green flag? Yes, there is. Okay, now there's a green flag. So hopefully it's green flags all the way so we can get past Lewis Hamilton. If it stays yellow flags, then we won't be able to overtake him. As we lose the back end on the exit of the final corner, that is a disaster. That means the gap to Lewis Hamilton is 5 tenths of a second. We need to catch up to him in towards turn 1. Very nice through there. Running it wide ever so slightly. 1 lap to go of this World Championship. Cutting the corner on the inside there. That was not very good. That was not very sportsmanlike from us, but it hasn't really gained us too much time as Lewis Hamilton is still about a second ahead of us. He's still 7 tenths. But it looks like we caught up very much in towards that braking zone. Now coming in towards this hairpin. Hamilton only just ahead of us. He's only probably about 5 tenths of a second ahead of us as we run down this first DRS zone. We've got plus 24 fuel left, so hopefully we can try and use that to get past him. We are in Rich Mix at the moment, but the DRS not really working. Sebastian Vettel, he's trying to move up the inside. This is not what we need at the moment, so we try and get past Lewis Hamilton to win the Drivers' World Championship. Maybe around the outside of the chicane, not quite close enough, as we're going to get the DRS on Lewis Hamilton once again. We've got a very good chance to go up the inside of the chicane. Are we going to make it stick? On Lewis Hamilton, going up into the inside. Looks like we're catching him up ever so slightly with the DRS. Under braking now. Going up the inside of the chicane. We are up into the lead. No, we're not. Lewis Hamilton's still there. Yes, we are up into the lead of the Grand Prix and Sebastian Vettel. Is he going to get past Lewis Hamilton as well? Yes, he has. Looks like we've got a little bit of a cushion to Lewis Hamilton for this World Championship as he's now going side by side with Sebastian Vettel behind us. But at the moment, we are in the lead of this Grand Prix and in the lead of the championship. We need to hold this now for the last couple of corners. Here we go. Can we get it? Can we get the race win here? Come on. Here we go. Round the last couple of corners now. Lewis Hamilton, he's about a second behind us. It's only if we make a mistake. Let's not make a mistake now as we come in towards this right-hander. 1 more corner to go and we have won the World Championship. Here we go. Round the final corner. And it's Daniil Kvyat who wins the Drivers' World Championship.
You worked hard for that one. Congratulations.
With those results, we now crown a new Drivers' World Champion. Today's race winner, Daniil Kvyat. A surprise champion to many for sure, but certainly a worthy champion.
He definitely is. To actually come away with the title in his first season with the team is truly amazing, and a result that will be remembered for a very long time.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
We have done it. We have completed the comebacks of all comebacks after being about 39 points behind Lewis Hamilton going after the end of the Japanese Grand Prix to now be winning the Drivers' World Championship. It's absolutely fantastic. We won that race with Lewis Hamilton finishing in second. Sebastian Vettel finished the race in third with Kimi Raikkonen in fourth. Then it was Valtteri Bottas in fifth. Nico Rosberg, unfortunately, there having a collision with Lewis Hamilton on lap 53 meant that he couldn't challenge for it in the last couple of laps, but he finishes the race in sixth. Daniel Ricciardo finishes in seventh with Felipe Massa in eighth, Roman Grosjean in ninth, and Nico Hülkenberg rounding out the top 10. So there we go. Let's confirm now that we are the Drivers' World Champion. There we go then. Just look at that. Drivers' World Champion going into the final race on 323 points, beating Lewis Hamilton by 14 points. It looks like a big gap, but we definitely had to work for it going into that final race, as literally any one of us could have won that Drivers' World Championship depending on the different results. But Lewis Hamilton, he finishes the standings in second with Nico Rosberg coming home in third after that disappointing final race. Let's have a look at the Constructors' Championship. No real change in the Constructors' Championship because we were confirmed as second place in the last race in Brazil. Mercedes, though, finishing the season on 609 points. So a fantastic season for them, with Ferrari on 415. A little bit behind us, but still not close enough to challenge for second place. Thank you very much for joining me for this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and thank you very much for joining me for this whole entire season. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have. If you have, smash that like button. If this doesn't deserve a like rating, I don't know what does. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more F1 content. This could be the end of F1 2015 on my channel. We will still have the Pro Formula Racing League, which will be coming within the next couple of days. So look forward to that. But as for F1 2015 career mode, if you want to see more of it, don't forget to leave a comment down below saying that you want to see more and which team you want me to drive with. But I do have something else coming in the next couple of days, which will involve F1. So hopefully look out for that. I'm not going to say what it is just yet, but be on the lookout for that, and it will be coming soon. I promise you it will be coming soon. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I will see you again very soon with another video. Goodbye.